Hello dear friends. In previous videos I already showed an interesting and powerful power bank for charging your gadgets at 22 watts. In this review I want to show a more powerful version already at 45 watts, which can charge not only smartphones, but even laptops. This solution is interesting because here you regulate the capacity of the power bank yourself, meaning what 18,650 cells you installed is the capacity you get in the end. And you are not buying a pig in a poke. The second important point is that here you can use used cells, which can often be bought very cheaply. In this video we will look at the power bank itself, carry out tests, and I will also show 2 ways how to charge almost any laptop from it. And right now I ask you to support this video with a like and a heart. This will help YouTube algorithms find my videos faster so that they can help other people. Make your small contribution to the development of the community. Thank you in advance. In terms of specifications, everything here is quite interesting. The case is designed for 8 pieces of 18,650 batteries, and after assembly we get a power bank with a screen and 4 ports. The maximum power via PD is declared up to 45 watts and at peak up to 48 watts. Here there are 2 USB-A and 2 Type-C, and both Type-C can work both for input and for output. For input via Type-C up to 65 watts is supported, so the power bank itself can be charged quite quickly. In terms of voltage, without fast charging here we have standard 5 volts, and when fast charging protocols are used, the voltage can rise to 9, 12, 15 and 20 volts, which allows it to be used for charging laptops. A large number of fast charging protocols are supported, including PD, PPS, QC, SCP, UFCS, VOOC and others. But it is important to consider that when several ports are used at the same time, fast charging will no longer be available, and in this mode the device works only at 5 volts. Also declared is the ability of simultaneous charging and discharging at 5 volts. As an additional feature there is a screen with charge percentage and a built-in LED light, which is turned on by long pressing the button. The package includes the power bank case itself without batteries. This power bank is supplied in a small plastic bag with bubble protection. Inside there is the power bank case itself. Also included are 2 transparent plastic covers. The rear cover is completely smooth with rounded sides, while the front cover already has cutouts for the display and the control button. Here there are also 2 side plastic inserts with holes for USB ports and micro USB. In a separate small bag there is a small screwdriver and 8 small screws for fixing the side panels. That means nothing needs to be soldered here, you just install the 18,650 batteries, assemble the case and screw the cover. That is where all the DIY part actually ends. Externally this power bank is practically no different from my previous version at 22 watts. But here on the board it already clearly says PD45W Super Fast Charger, so in front of us is already a more powerful version. On the front side there is an information display, which shows the remaining capacity in percent, and when connecting a device with fast charging a green icon additionally lights up. On the sides there is also a group of LEDs, and if you hold the central button, the power bank can be used as a small flashlight. On the back side there are 2 separate compartments designed for 8 18,650 batteries. The negative contacts are made in the form of spring-loaded metal plates, and the positive contacts are slightly raised. Judging by the design, it is better to install standard 18,650 cells with a flat positive contact, that is flat top, without a protruding cap. It is also convenient that this power bank can work both with 4 batteries and with 8 at once. In terms of connectors everything is simple. On one side there are 2 Type-C ports, and on the other side 2 regular USB ports. Assembly is simple, we insert the batteries, then put on the plastic covers from both sides, then install the side inserts and fix them with screws. After that the power bank is fully ready to work. Now let us test what this power bank can really do. The manufacturer claims that it supports simultaneous charging of the power bank itself and powering a connected device, but only at 5 volts. That means theoretically it can be used as backup power, for example for some not very power-hungry smart home devices such as a hub, gateway, camera or router, if 5 volts is enough for them. Next we check the maximum output power at different voltages. At 5 volts I managed to get a little more than 3 amps or about 16 watts. Switching to 9 volts, the situation is the same, the power bank gives no more than 3 amps or about 28 watts. At 12 volts it is 2.6 amps and the power is already 32 watts. But if any device is connected to another port, the voltage drops to 5 volts. As I already said, when several ports are used at the same time, fast charging disappears and only 5 volts remain. A rather important point is charging the power bank itself. I will try to use a laptop charger. Its maximum power is 65 watts, while it can provide up to 20 volts and 3.25 amps. We can even charge it with a 20-volt charger, as we can see 19.6 and maximum power 63 watts. And this is quite good. Yes, you can charge it at 12 volts, 9 and 5, but this will be the fastest charging mode available. We check the second port, the voltage gradually increases and accordingly the power also increases. In the same way 63 watts is a very, very good result. And now we have come to the tests for which I bought this power bank, namely for charging a laptop battery. And here there are two options. Let us consider the simplest one. This option is suitable only for those who have a modern laptop that initially has a PD Type-C port for charging. My laptop has such a port. Here is the charger from this laptop, voltage 20 volts, maximum current 3.25 amps or 65 watts. For such charging it is important not only to have a power bank with PD support, but also a quality Type-C to Type-C cable, because the weak point may be in a bad cable, and your laptop simply will not be able to charge properly. We connect our laptop via a Type-C cable to our power bank. As we can see now we have 44.6 watts, voltage 20 volts, 2.2 amps, and the icon shows that fast charging is active. Let us check whether it is really charging and whether it will work. As you can see it is charging, battery charging is in progress, 65%, plugged in, and now the charging power is somewhere around 27, 28, 29, and 30 watts. On the power bank itself now it is 44.6 or 45 honest watts, it easily handles it and charges the laptop. Accordingly this is an additional battery for your laptop. If it is discharged you have a power bank, you can charge it, and accordingly the capacity will be equal to the capacity of the cells you installed in the power bank. The graph also shows that the battery is charging, a very good result I would say. Well, for a modern laptop anyone can do that, you will say. But what to do for example with an old laptop where it just has a regular charging connector at 19 to 20 volts? Or even for a modern laptop where there is no possibility to charge via Type-C, and it must be charged only via the charging port. Let us solve this issue as well. The solution again is on AliExpress. For both old and new laptops such adapters are sold. You simply choose the connector that will fit your laptop on one side, and on the other side there will be a Type-C connector. Inside there is also a PD board which will tell our power bank that it needs to output 20 volts. Let us check on the example of this laptop. This is quite a powerful laptop. And this is not just an adapter, it is a trigger for our power bank to switch PD to 20 volts. As you can see I connected it to the power bank and it immediately came to life, meaning the board started working. And then here we get not 5, not 9, not 12, but exactly 20 volts at the output. The laptop works, we connect our power bank to the laptop. It really is quite powerful and consumes quite a lot. And as we can see, oscillations begin, connected from battery, disconnected, connected again. And our power bank goes crazy. Why? Because the power that the laptop wants for charging is higher than 45 watts, it should be around 100 watts. What do we do in this case? In this case we must refuse the idea that we can work while charging. We turn off the laptop, the PD adapter already lights up with a blue LED and charging at 20 volts and 20 watts begins. That means if there is no possibility to charge the laptop during operation, meaning the laptop is powerful and consumes more than 65 watts, then you can close it, leave it for some time and it will charge its battery from our power bank. And then you turn it on and work as much as you need. Or there is another alternative option using such an adapter for less powerful laptops that do not have a USB Type-C charging port. You simply buy this trigger, connect it and either work and charge at the same time or just charge, depending on the load and power of your laptop. I can confidently recommend this power bank for purchase. Firstly, it charges gadgets, secondly it charges laptops, thirdly we can quickly charge the power bank itself. Really, for its price this is a very interesting model and much more interesting than its younger version. That is, in fact, for the same money we get a more universal device that can charge laptops and supports 20 volts output. And at the same time it works on standard 18,650 cells. Yes, you can buy another version. I will leave the link in the description under the video, but you will have to change the batteries. But then instead of 45 watts we get 100 watts output, which is also quite good. But you will have to replace 18,650 cells with 21,700. In principle you do not need to worry, it is the same story. If you do not have a charger for 18650, do not have a charger for 21,700, the power bank itself can charge these cells, acting as a charger specifically for them, even if you do not have one. We simply use a sufficiently powerful charger, either from a laptop if it has a Type-C port, or from a mobile phone charger, but sufficiently powerful so that it is above 65 watts. As you have seen, this power bank supports such voltage, such current and such power. Overall I am satisfied with the purchase. I can recommend it. All links are in the description under the video. It handles its task perfectly. The only thing I regret is that earlier I bought this 22-watt version instead of this one, because they use the same batteries, but this one can charge all my laptops and keep them alive, while the 22-watt version unfortunately cannot. If you liked the video, put a like and subscribe to the channel, because new interesting videos are coming out. Also do not forget that there is a Telegram group where there are links, coupons, deals and communication. There is also a smart home forum where topics are divided into sections. There is also a Facebook page, Twitter and now also X. I invite you to subscribe. I wish everyone all the best, peaceful skies and kindness. Bye bye.